Hey guys, welcome to Lotus Beauty's YouTube channel. This is my very first video. I'm quite excited to see the feedback, obviously a little bit nervous as well. There's so many amazing makeup artists out there and people that can just, that have self-taught and naturally do their makeup very well. So there's a lot of criticism out there naturally as well and competition, but just be kind to everybody and yeah, that's all I have to say really, but thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I really hope you can gain some really important insights while you're on here about how to do your makeup, products that will be recommended to you, what I like, what I don't like. Obviously this is just my personal opinion. You might find some of these things untrue or that you actually really do like them. Like I said, it's personal preference. But I will be giving my insights to you and you can take them on board if you want to. So I'll be doing tutorials on different makeup looks. I'll be doing some special effects tutorials for those of you who are looking to take your makeup to the next level. Basic makeup for those of you who are just starting out and you want to know the fundamentals like contouring, which I highlighted in this video. And I've also recently done a brow tutorial video for these brows, which are fairly natural. Obviously everyone has different levels of naturalness and the amount of makeup that they like to wear. I personally love makeup and like to wear a fair amount of it, not to the point where it looks cakey, but this for me is a really nice, natural, everyday makeup look. I would wear this to the shops, I'd wear this to work, I'd wear this to go meet friends for lunch. It's really basic and really easy to do. Yeah, I've been putting off making YouTube videos for quite some time now. I've been a professional makeup artist for 2 years and just been doing some freelance work. I have a Instagram page, which I'm sure is how most of you found me on YouTube, but if not, if you just stumbled across my YouTube channel, my Instagram is @LotusBeauty as well. So I've been doing sort of posts on makeup looks on there, and a few people have said to me you should really do tutorials, show people how you do this stuff. I'm sure a lot of people would be interested, and I think sort of the few of the main reasons were that I felt I didn't have the right equipment. I'm using my mom's camera right now, which is great help. It really helps to have good quality equipment, but I don't have a tripod, so I've stacked everything on top of each other. Using natural lighting from the window. I don't have a cool backdrop, it's just some shitty curtains, but yeah. So yeah, I kind of put it off for a while because I felt I didn't have the right equipment, but I think really I was just psychologically putting it off, maybe in fear of what people would think of me, or it failing and not getting enough traction. I'm sure there are a lot of reasons that I can think of, but I finally just thought to myself, you know what, you're never going to get anywhere if you don't try, and you have to start from somewhere. Obviously you're not going to have the best equipment in the world as soon as you start doing this, so use what you've got, use the resources you've got and the support networks that you have, and just give it a try. If it fails, it fails. If it doesn't, you'll be looking back on this video and thinking, oh my god, I'm so happy I actually did this, because look where it brought me. So here we are. Enough chit chat. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's a basic contouring and highlighting tutorial with cream contours and powder contours, highlighting as well with powders and creams. Okay, so you want to start off with a wet beauty blender. You can get this from your local pharmacy. They're not too expensive. You want to get one that is able to get wet, and they expand when they get wet and they're much softer, so they're a little bit more expensive, maybe about 120 rand each, but this is really nice. It gives you a really flawless application. And then I'm using the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation in Soft Sand. It's a really nice foundation. It's good for combination and dry skin, and yeah, the coverage is buildable. It's really nice. I've been using it for about 2 years now and haven't had to change, so that's always a good sign. So I use about 2 squeezes, sort of just all over my face. And then I'm going to take my wet beauty blender, well it's not wet, it's damp, you have to squeeze all the water out. And then I'm just going to just dab it all in, go all over. You want to drag it down into your neck because often your neck and your face color and your chest color is all different. So when you're trying foundation, you should really try to match the color of the foundation to your chest, not to your hand or your wrist or your face, because people have sun damage and you want your face to actually match the rest of your body and not match the color to your face. So that's the best way of going about it. And yeah, so once that's all blended in, you don't want to put powder on yet because I'm going to show you guys how to do a cream contour and a powder contour. So sometimes you can do both, sometimes you can do one and not the other. It really depends what sort of look you're going for, what products you have, and what's easier. So for me, when I am just wearing basic day makeup, I don't want it to be too heavy or dramatic, then I will just use a powder contour. When I'm going out, you know, for a party or something, and I want it to be quite dramatic, then I'll usually do a cream contour with a little bit of a powder contour over that. So I'll show you guys what to do. You can do cream contour for day as well, but it does usually make it quite a richer look, so powder is often a lot softer. But that also depends on what product you're using, what color you're using. It has to be the right color. I'll show you guys what color mine is now. And that's basically it. So I'll walk you through the process while we're doing it, and hopefully you can learn something. So the areas of your face you really want to highlight are the areas that you want to sort of emphasize a little bit and bring them out of your face a bit. And then contouring, as it's darker and it creates shadows, it's where you want your face to sort of go in and, you know, make natural contours and shapes and just follow the natural bone structure of your face. I am currently using this Mehron cream foundation. It's in the shade Chestnut, and it's really nice because it's really creamy. The problem with these though is sometimes they do dry up, so what you can do is you just put a little drop of oil in there, essential oil, any natural oil without too many harmful chemicals and smells in it. And then I'm using this MAC brush. The numbers run out, I've used it so much, but it's one of those tapered edge ones, so this is really nice for contouring. So I'm just going to use a little bit because it's quite rich. The first part that I'm going to contour is following the top of my ear and going in. You can feel where the bone goes into your face, so that's where you want to follow. It might be different for some people. You might have higher cheekbones, some people might have lower cheekbones. If you want to make your cheekbones look higher, then go higher with the line. So I'm going to start pretty much where my sideburns start, and just follow, and then blend it nicely into the hairline. So obviously I'm going to blend that, I'm not leaving it like that, but that's sort of the idea you're going for. On this side. Okay, and then for me, I have quite a big forehead, so I'm trying to make my forehead look shorter. If you already have a short forehead, you don't have to do this, or you can just do a very, very thin line into your hairline so that your forehead doesn't look like it's massive coming out of your head. So I usually just do a couple lines down the side there, over the top, and then also in your temple, right there. Okay. Then you also want to do your jaw and your chin if you want to make your chin look smaller. So you go along your jaw here. This is also very important though, to blend all the way out and down into your neck, otherwise you'll look crazy. And then lastly, a nose contour. So I'm just very lightly, some people go really, really extra with this, but it's just so that my nose doesn't look flat, because I'm going to put concealer down the middle now. So you just want to go into where your eyebrow naturally curves up, down, and then maybe like underneath the tip. So look like this right now. It's a bit scary, but it will all be blended and look great when it's done. Now I am going to highlight with, this is the NYX Gotcha Covered Concealer in Light. This one's really nice. It's kind of growing on me again. I was using it for a while and then sort of stopped using it because it's really quite heavy and thick. You only need the tiniest amount. It's literally like paint. I was using the Tarte Shape Tape, which is amazing. Really, really good coverage. But it's finished now, so that's why I came back to this one, and I'm sort of falling in love with it again. It's really nice. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my fingers, literally that much, and then just do like a little, honestly it's little goes a long way, so you don't need a lot. And then I'm going to do my chin, a little bit of my nose, and my forehead. So I look like that now. Okay, then I'm going to take my damp beauty blender again. I'm going to use one side to blend the concealer and the other side to blend the contour, otherwise it's all just going to mix together on my beauty blender and it'll all just be a blurred mess. So let's start blending the concealer first. I think this shade is a bit too light for me. When you go with your concealer, you don't want it to be white. I have tanned quite a bit this December, so it is quite light on me, but it's a really, really nice creamy one. It's really nice and hydrating for under your eyes. You don't want something that's drying around your eyes, which I could probably go with like a more medium neutral shade. I look like I have a little beard going now. Okay, so now I'm going to just blend all my contour out. When you blend out the cheekbones, you want to blend upwards. You don't want to carry this color too far down, otherwise you're going to look like your cheekbones are down here. You'll have a very masculine looking face. So just blend in and up. Okay, so as you can see now, I have a pretty natural looking contour. I look a bit sick and weird because I don't have any other makeup on. I don't have blush on, I don't have highlights on, so it looks a little bit dead and flat, but at least not so one-dimensional anymore. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to powder under my eyes. So I'm going to use the flat side because it's quite nice and easy to get under the eyes with that. So I'm just going to push the powder into my lid, and then there's a load on there right now, so I'm just going to tap that off like that. Oh. So I'm just going to dab it into my foundation under my eyes like that. Then I'm just going to take one of these. This is the BH Cosmetics brush set, and it's just like a really nice fluffy powder brush. So I'm going to take that and then just tap off the excess. So because I've already powdered under my eyes, I can swipe like this, but for example on my forehead, I don't want to swipe, I want to push the powder in and dab it in, because the foundation's still wet, so dragging it will just move the foundation around my face, which is not what we want. So I'm just going to push it in like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and quickly do my eyebrows, and then I will be back to finish the rest of the powder contour and the highlight. Okay, so I've just... why is it not focusing? Focus. So I just finished doing my brows. I did a separate video for that, so the link is in the description to that video, or you'll just find it on my channel. And I just put some mascara on and a little bit of eyeshadow. It's literally one shade just on my lid. It's from the Voss Pro palette. I will link all the products down below so you can see what I've used, what colours I've used, brushes, etc. I just want to say a little something about this. Is the best mascara I have ever used. I recommend it. It's got a really nice brush on the end, you can see there. And it's like properly black, makes your eyelashes really, really nice and long. You can layer it, doesn't get clumpy or get like those spider lashes. So yeah, this is a really good one. I'm going to carry on with the contour. So now we're going to be doing a powder contour. You know, it's not really needed, but I'm going to, just to show you guys anyway. So I'm using this NYX matte bronzer in the shade Deep, and it's like that, and I'm literally just using a small little brush like this. You can use a nice angled brush as well, that also works, or one of those like flat contour brushes, those are nice. So I'm putting a little bit on because it's quite a rich colour. And then also just literally starting, you want to put most of your focus at the start of the contour and then let it down, not too far. I'm going to go onto my blush. I used to hate wearing blush because I was like, I'm wearing makeup to cover up my red face. Why would I want to put more red back into my cheeks? It just sounds crazy. But once you've put the foundation on, you've put your concealer on, you basically look like a ghost. Now I've contoured a little bit, so I've got a little bit of warmth back in my face, but blush really does add so much life to your face. It makes you look so young and vibrant, and it's really not a step that should be missed. So many people don't put blush on, but yeah, I would recommend starting. Even going with like a really nice natural peachy color and just putting a tiny bit on, it honestly gives your look that extra little bit that it needs to just... Okay, so I'm using this, it's like a rose pink shade. It's by Makeup Academy in Rose Tea. It's quite nice, it's very pigmented, so the color is very, very strong. I only have to use a very little bit of this. I'm using this one at the moment. I'm just taking a angled brush. You can use a brush like this for your contour, but it's a bit big, so maybe one that's a little bit smaller. But this is good for blush. I'm just going to shake off the excess, and then you're going to start on the apples of your cheeks and then blend it upwards, basically sitting on top of that contour. So I'm going to just smile like a weirdo so that I can put on the apples of my cheeks and then blend it up. And then I'm going to take my brush that I used for my powder and not put any more powder on because I already have quite a bit on my face. Depending how oily or dry your face is will determine how much powder you want to use. Okay, and that's basically foundation done. We're just going to do highlighter, which I cannot live without. Honestly, even if I'm like, oh, I'm going to do like a no makeup look today, and then I end up putting so much highlighter on, it's just so beautiful. It brings you like this angelic feel to your makeup. It's really, really amazing. I'm currently using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sugar. Oh my god, this is amazing, amazing. I'm going to take Starburst and Butterscotch, which are the two bottom ones, and just put a little bit on my small little brush so that I can get into my eyes. Not into my eyes, but on my eyes. So I'm going to put some in my tear duct, just over there. Oh, amazing. And then the other side. So, using the same colors, and then just very softly underneath my brows, like that. Literally just on this part over there. Could even use a little bit more, to be honest. Just like that. Oh, yes. Look what a difference that makes. So I'm going to use one of these brushes, and then I'm going to take those same two colors from the highlighter palette. It's really, really pigmented, so you want to sort of shake a bit of it off, otherwise you're going to look like a unicorn. Okay, so what I like to do is when I do this, I turn my face towards the light so I can see exactly where it is and how strong it looks. So this is probably going to be quite a lot. So I'm literally just going on my cheekbone over there, not too far down my cheek, and then sort of up into my, oh my god. And then I'm going to take my powder brush one last time and just blend that all together so it's not too shiny. I don't want to look crazy. And then you just put lipstick on, lip gloss, whatever. Now it looks a bit weird because my foundation is still on my lips a bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope you learned some things that you maybe didn't know about contouring and highlighting, what to do and what not to do. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media, on Instagram and Facebook at Lotus Beauty, and send me messages, comments, anything that you want me to make a tutorial about, or reviews on certain products, or how to do a specific look. Please let me know and I will get that done as soon as I can.